Right, this is the MUA building that I'm sitting in, and I'm the president of the Retired Waterside Workers. A wonderful little organisation that we find that it helps people. It helps people a lot, and it's just wonderful to be able to sit here and talk to old friends and old mates that I had on the waterfront. The waterfront was a very, very vibrant place. I worked on long ships, hardships, everything. Finished up in the mechanical section, and if I had my time again, I think that I'd definitely work as a waterside worker, because waterside workers are my life.
They had an old saying on the waterfront. They were, what was it, iron men and wooden boats.
Wooden ships and iron men.
Wooden ships and iron men.
Now they've got iron ships and wooden.
Yeah, swapped around. But what we're talking about, the close proximity of the inner suburbs. You ask why people work on the waterfront, because most of them walked or rode their bikes to work, because they didn't have cars in those days. And all the inner suburbs, you'd find Williamstown, Port Melbourne, North Melbourne, Collingwood, Richmond. They all worked on the waterfront, and that's how it come about.
That's right.
Yeah. And the best thing of the waterfront, I thought, was the humour of the men and the comradeship.
Even if things were stressful and everything, there'd always somebody come up with
a joke
or something like that.
Or a nickname, like they'd have supervisors like, you know, like Brian Curse, they called Dr. No.
That's right.
Because whatever you asked him for an extra, no.
Or the Queensland Hurler. I remember when I started in '63, the freezers. There was no such thing as freezer suits.
No.
Or anything. I used to go, we had paper around our legs to keep the cold out.
Get a hessian around your feet.
That's right, that's right.
And you talk of conditions on some of the Indian ships, you'd have rats that big, right?
That's right.
That's right.
Rats that big running over the cargo while the men were working.
I can always remember my first job was on the rock boat, on a long ship, shoveling all night, shoveling rock in the tubs.
What were they using them?
That was fertiliser. Used as fertiliser. They brought it in from Nauru and all those places.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I thought, oh, well, it's only a night shift, it'll be all right. In the morning I could hardly stagger home. I didn't realise it was going to be so tough.
Yeah, good morning.
Please don't come. You're cheating. Whichever one grabs you. I had a husband that was a hairdresser in Port Melbourne. He reckons he could cut him as quick as they could walk down Day Street as quick. Yeah. And a lot of them get in the chair and say, I'll see you next week. Yeah. And my uncle, he was an ordinary wharfie, and he ended up a foreman, and he was a good foreman, so I hear. And he said in the early days it was dreadful, because when they went to the pickup, they used to say this one, that one, and you just stand there, you know. He wasn't picked up when things were bad. It was hard in those days.
4242.
We used to swim across the Yarra, my brother and I. We'd ride our bikes down to the banks of the Yarra, down Montague Street, and we'd go to the Yarra and we'd swim across to the other side. It was beautiful white sand, and then we'd swim back again and get on our bikes and go home. As easy as that.
Number 7.
There's one story comes to mind. We was working down the pier, and there's a...
And you found some barrels of...
Oh, they found a barrel...
alcohol.
A barrel of alcohol, which they thought was whiskey, which it was whiskey.
They drink it for a couple of days, didn't they?
Yeah, a couple of days after
They're
a week.
drinking
After a week, museum, I think it was, come down or something like that. And they told me there was a monkey in there.
There was a pickled monkey.
Pickle monkey, yeah. That's
They've been drinking that for a week.
Yeah, they've been drinking for a week. Yeah.
Members, just one moment. Christmas in July will be on the 3rd. 3rd of July. Christmas in July, and Christmas, 18-year-old today. Or 2 days ago, was it? Jane's birthday. Last Sunday. Next Sunday.
Happy birthday, dear Janie. Happy birthday to you.
Hooray! There you are. That's your birthday.
Thank you.
Sorry that we never catch up. It never happened.
I'm going to put it upstairs.